last however many years, and myself for getting me to where I am now and sort of sending me on my way for the next project. And I felt like the 5 songs sort of told that story in a way that made sense to me.
So at what point, because you said you ask your friends, right? And you get
Mhm.
their, I'm like that too, but then one friend could say one thing, another friend says the other. So at what point, how do you decipher, like, okay,
I think okay, you know when you're at dinner and you can't decide if you want the chicken or the fish, and you ask your friends, should I get the chicken or the fish? And they say chicken, and you go, oh yeah, now I realize I want fish. A,
okay, so it's
a lot of it is that. A lot, I mean, that happened with my, like, all of the cover arts too. I would like send a couple of photos, and my friend would be like, oh, definitely number 2. And I would be like, yeah, definitely number 1. And I think it was also just, you know, discussing people's reaction to it. It wasn't always like, which one should I do, but more like, what does this say to you? You know what I mean? And I luckily, you know, I have a couple of friends who are very close to me who are in the industry, and we sort of get to do that for each other, which is a nice give and take. So
absolutely. Okay. I love that. I'm the exact same way. Sometimes you just need another person's opinion to really solidify the decision.
you know, sometimes you just have to play it for someone. Like that's the funny thing. Literally, my best friend Emlyn, like every song I make, if I can't tell how I feel about it, I play it for her. And even before she's said a word, I know how I feel about it just by showing it to her. Because either she'll be listening to it and I'll be in my head like, yeah, I'm glad she's listening, or she'll be listening and I'll be like, I don't like this as much as I thought I did.
Totally fair. Okay, cool. All right, question 4 from your fans. They want to know. It is MMM Martin 1. Hi, Kira. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be and why?
I get this question all the time, and it's so hard because I feel like you can't. I feel like I wouldn't tell my younger self anything because I kind of had to go through everything to get where I am now. But I mean, just don't. God, I would try. Okay, I think I would tell myself, don't care so much about what people think of you, which is a really impossible thing to do and something that I still struggle with as an adult. But I think that there were a few years of my life where I was making decisions based on what I wanted people to think of me, based on who I wanted to be. So I would tell myself not to do that. I would try to tell myself to not be such a perfectionist,
Right.
to like be willing to